finding meaning in life through work. Have you ever wondered why some people wake up excited every morning, while others drag themselves through each day? What if I told you the secret to a meaningful life isn't hidden in grand adventures or expensive possessions? The truth is simpler and more profound. Today we're exploring how the purpose of life is hidden in work. Not just any work, but work that aligns with who you truly are. By the end of this video, you'll discover 10 powerful insights. You'll learn from real success stories, and you'll walk away with practical tools to transform your daily grind into your life's greatest gift. So stay until the end, because what you're about to learn could change everything. The hidden truth about work. Most people see work as a necessary evil, a means to pay bills, a way to survive until the weekend. But here's the first argument. Work is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Think about it. You spend roughly 1/3 of your life working. That's over 90,000 hours in a lifetime. If you're miserable for 90,000 hours, how can you expect to find meaning? The truth is this: work shapes who you become. Every task you complete, every challenge you overcome, every skill you develop. These moments are building the person you're meant to be. In this video, we will discuss some argument, real-life example, command, prohibition, analogy, micro-practice, example, life application, life rise, the decline of life to help you. Argument 1. Work reveals your true self. When you're working on something you care about, something magical happens. You lose track of time. You forget about everything else. Psychologists call this flow state. It's when your authentic self emerges. Your work becomes a mirror. It shows you your strengths, your passions, your potential. But here's the catch. You must pay attention. You must be intentional. Command. Stop treating work as background noise. Start treating it positive, as a conversation with your soul. Real-life example, the janitor who changed NASA. Let me tell you about a janitor at NASA in the 1960s. When President Kennedy visited the Space Center, he met this man. Kennedy asked, "What do you do here?" The janitor replied, "I'm helping put a man on the moon." This man understood something profound. His work wasn't just cleaning floors. It was contributing to humanity's greatest achievement. He found meaning not by changing his work, but by changing his perspective on his work. Argument 2. Purpose is not found, it's created. Here's a dangerous myth. You need to find your purpose, as if it's hiding somewhere, waiting to be discovered. The truth? Purpose is not found. Purpose is created. You create purpose by choosing to see meaning in what you do, by deciding that your work matters. Prohibition: never wait for the perfect job to start finding meaning. Start finding meaning in your current situation. The carpenter's analogy. Imagine two carpenters building houses. They use the same tools, the same materials, the same blueprints. The first carpenter sees himself as just putting pieces together. He's bored, frustrated, counting hours until 5 o'clock. The second carpenter sees himself as creating homes, spaces where families will laugh, cry, grow together. Same work, different meaning, different life experience. Which carpenter do you think wakes up more excited? Which one produces better quality work? The difference isn't in what they do. It's in how they think about what they do. Argument 3. Skills are spiritual gifts. Every skill you develop at work is a spiritual gift, not just to you, but to the world. When you master Excel, you're learning organization and analysis. When you improve your communication, you're learning to connect hearts and minds. When you solve problems, you're participating in the creative force of the universe. Small exercise with 3 skills you've developed through work. Now write how each skill has made you a better person. The rise of life through work. Let me share another real-life example. Sarah was a struggling single mother working at a call center. She hated her job, felt trapped, saw no future. But then she made a decision. She started treating every customer call as an opportunity to brighten someone's day. She became the best customer service representative in the company, got promoted, then promoted again. Today, Sarah runs customer experience for a Fortune 500 company. She travels the world speaking about service excellence. Her rise didn't begin with a new job. It began with a new attitude toward her existing work. Argument 4. Work is your training ground. Life will test you. Relationships will challenge you. Unexpected events will shock you. But work prepares you for all of this. Every difficult boss teaches you patience. Every tight deadline builds your resilience. Every project failure shows you how to recover. Every success gives you confidence for bigger challenges. Work is not separate from life. Work is life training. Argument 5. Your work affects others more than you think. You might think your work doesn't matter, that you're just a small cog in a big machine. This is wrong, dangerously wrong. Analogy: your work is like a pebble thrown into a pond. The ripples extend far beyond what you can see. The report you write might inform a decision that creates jobs. The product you help build might solve someone's problem. The service you provide might be the bright spot in someone's difficult day. The fall of life without meaningful work. Here's what happens when you disconnect from your work's meaning. You become cynical, bitter, resentful. You start living for weekends, for vacations, for retirement. But here's the problem. You can't compartmentalize life. If you're miserable 40 hours a week, that misery bleeds into everything else. Your relationships suffer, your health declines, your spirit withers. This is the fall of life, and it's preventable. Argument 6. Excellence is a choice, not a talent. Some people think excellence is for the naturally gifted. This is false. Excellence is a choice you make every day, in every task, no matter how small. When you choose excellence, you're not just improving your work, you're improving yourself. Command: for the next week, approach every task as if your reputation depends on it, because it does. Argument 7. Work connects you to something bigger. When you truly understand your work's impact, you realize you're part of something bigger than yourself. You're contributing to your family's future, your community's growth, humanity's progress. This connection transforms work from obligation to opportunity, from burden to blessing. Small exercise for immediate application. Right now, think about your current work situation. Write down 3 ways your work contributes to something bigger than yourself. If you're struggling to find any, you're not looking hard enough, or you're not thinking creatively enough. Even the most mundane task serves a purpose in the larger system. Argument 8. Passion follows engagement, not the other way around. Here's another myth. You need to be passionate about your work to find it meaningful. Research shows the opposite is true. Passion follows engagement, not the other way around. When you fully engage with your work, when you give it your complete attention and effort. Passion naturally develops. Prohibition. Never use lack of passion as an excuse for poor performance. Start performing excellently, and passion will follow. Argument 9. Your work is your legacy. Every day you work, you're writing your legacy, not just in what you accomplish, but in how you accomplish it. The kindness you show colleagues, the integrity you demonstrate under pressure, the excellence you pursue when no one's watching. These actions echo through time. They influence others. They create ripples that continue long after you're gone. The application in daily life. So how do you apply this? How do you transform your relationship with work? First, start each day by reminding yourself why your work matters. Write it down. Say it out loud. Second, look for ways to add value beyond your job description. Volunteer for challenging projects. Help struggling colleagues. Third, measure your success not just by external rewards, but by internal growth, by the person you're becoming through your work. Argument 10. Work is where you practice being human. Your final insight: work is where you practice being human. It's where you learn compassion by dealing with difficult people. Where you develop perseverance by pushing through obstacles. Where you discover courage by taking calculated risks. Every workday is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Small exercise. At the end of each workday, ask yourself, how did I grow as a person today through my work? What we learned from this video. Let's recap the transformative insights we've explored. Work is not your enemy, but your teacher. It reveals who you truly are when you pay attention. Purpose is not found waiting somewhere. You create it by choosing to see meaning in your current situation. Every skill you develop is a spiritual gift that makes you better and serves the world. Your work affects others more than you realize. Excellence is always a choice, regardless of natural talent. Passion follows engagement, not the other way around. Your daily work is writing your legacy. Most importantly, work is where you practice being human, where you grow into who you're meant to become. The purpose of life truly is hidden in work, but only for those wise enough to look for it. So there you have it, 10 powerful arguments, 2 inspiring real-life examples, practical exercises you can start today. The purpose of life is hidden in work, but now you know where to look. Remember the NASA janitor. Remember Sarah from the call center. They found meaning not by changing their circumstances, but by changing their perspective. Your transformation starts tomorrow morning. When your alarm goes off, don't groan, smile. You're not going to work. You're going to grow. You're going to contribute. You're going to practice being the best version of yourself. The meaning you've been searching for, it's been waiting for you at work all along. If this video changed your perspective, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe for more life-changing content. And remember, your work is not what you do. It's who you become while doing it. Until next time, keep growing, keep contributing, keep finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. The purpose of your life is calling. It's time to answer. Thank you for spending these few minutes with us today. We hope something here touched your heart and reminded you of your own strength. Now we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What part spoke to you the most? How will you carry it into your life? Your voice matters. And when you share, you inspire more than you know. If this video gave you value, please like, subscribe, and pass it on to someone who might need this message today. Your support means the world to us. It helps us keep creating content that uplifts, encourages, and empowers. Until next time, stay inspired, stay growing, and never stop believing in your dream. Thank you.